It's the constant question, are we live? I think we are. I'm a little bit early. But welcome to another live stream. Some of you, oh sorry, there was a bug on my leg. Some of you might be able to read what the sign says. I noticed that you've been speculating a lot in the chat as to where I am. I don't know if anyone can read it. I guess not. But I'm in Hokkaido. I'm in a city called Asashikawa, which is kind of very centrally located here in Hokkaido. So I can show you a map. Here's Hokkaido. Here's Asashikawa. That's where I am. I've never been here before. We arrived a few hours ago and I haven't really explored the town at all. We're staying at a hotel close to the station and we just had dinner at this mall, which is not very fancy or anything, but when you have a child, you're limited. Your options are kind of limited. So the plan for tonight is to kind of just take a walk around town. They have a kind of what looks like a relatively nice pedestrian only main street down here. So I will walk down there, and then there's a big river that flows through the city, which has a nice park next to it. So I will probably end there. So I think today's stream will be roughly an hour or so. I'm a little bit tired after the trip, but I'm really excited to be here. I don't think that this city will be like the highlight of this trip or not, or anything like that. We're actually renting a car and we will travel around this area quite a lot in these coming days. So I'm not sure if we will spend much time. Well, we're staying here in this city for 4 nights, but I'm not sure how much time we're actually going to spend here in Asashikawa. Most days we will probably just be exploring around in a rental car. So there's some gorgeous flower fields outside the city, which are full of lavender in bloom. And also Ray, here we have some kind of interesting Hokkaido style cones, which are interesting. So yeah, I don't think anyone guessed. Like a lot of people guessed where I was going. I got emails and messages and whatnot full of guesses, but I don't think anyone actually guessed, made the right guess. So that's kind of interesting. So in order to get here, we had to take a flight for about 90 minutes. So that was Mini Explorer's first airplane ride, and she handled it like a champ. She didn't cry even a single second. She didn't even seem to mind at all. So I was expecting her to get super upset and whatnot, but no, she handled it like a champ. So that was great. And so one of the reasons why we went here was to escape the summer heat in Tokyo. Right now it's summer there. Today it was 32 degrees, blah blah blah. And then of course we arrived here and it was 32 degrees here as well. Now it's a little bit cooler. So let's see. Now it's 27, so not a massive difference. Humidity 73%. So yeah, it feels pretty much the same as Tokyo has been doing the last couple of days. So it's like a heat wave all over Japan right now. It usually don't get this hot up here, I think. Usually Hokkaido is quite nice weather-wise, but yeah. And someone asked, why Asashikawa? So mostly because my wife really wanted to see these flower fields, and also we both crave like nature, yeah, empty landscapes, mountains, plains, like something different than the concrete jungle of Tokyo. So while this city pretty much doesn't look that different, to be honest, this could be like a Tokyo suburb, I think. But as soon as you get out of the city, the nature and the landscapes is quite different. So yeah, that's why. And we wanted to go to a colder place, or like, you know, to escape the heat. So we immediately were quite focused on going to Hokkaido somewhere. But yeah, and neither of us had been here. Actually, we were planning to stay in a different city, a city called Furano, which is much smaller, but quite near here. But we were struggling to find like a suitable hotel for us. So in the end, we decided to stay here instead. And thank you, Tommy K, for the super chat. Starting each stream with the Swedish national anthem. No, I'm not too fond of the Swedish national anthem, to be honest. So I don't think it would be very. I don't see why I would want to start it with that. But thanks for the super chat. Did I get another super chat as well? Good morning and good evening, Tokyo. Thank you, Lombardi. Will you be doing any walks in the more countryside areas? Yes, I will. However, I'm not sure if I will have signal so that I can live stream. So I might actually focus more on recording 4K videos in the coming days. But I will try to do a few live streams as well. We'll see. We'll see. Sky is super blue. Yes. Yeah, it's we're quite far up north. I mean, 90 minutes pretty much straight up north with an airplane. That's some serious distance you're covering. So I think the sun, you know, this time in Tokyo should be pretty pitch black, I think. But here it's still pretty much blue colors left in the sky. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, this is the main street. And this river that I was talking about is actually like in that direction. So I think I will kind of walk down a few more blocks, then turn right, then walk more in quiet areas down to the river and the park there. Thank you, Chaotic Ranger. Thank you very much for the generous super chat. I could be pranking you. This could be some area in Tokyo, someone said. Yeah. I don't know exactly how to spoof Tokyo or Google Maps, but maybe that's possible to do somehow. But yeah, it's interesting to be here, and it's interesting because it's like the first kind of family trip that we're doing together. Fortunately, my wife is kind and understanding and doesn't mind that I go out and do a little evening stream like this. But yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice for us all. Don't waste your time tourist trap like Blue Pond. So actually I've been to Blue Pond. I went there back in 2010 at my first visit to Hokkaido. I went up there, or like to that Blue Pond. Back then it wasn't really that famous. I think like a year or two after, that place was featured by some Apple commercial and it became super famous. So yeah, I don't know. I thought it was pretty nice, pretty cool when I went there, but I didn't really have any expectations. So maybe I would, if this was my first time to go there now, I might have seen it with a different point of view. Oh, looks like they have some like rooftop thingy up here. And sorry, let me check again. So it's your birthday, Chaotic Ranger. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Very much. Hope you're having a good one. I hope this little stream will help making your birthday fantastic. But yeah, okay, so I said that this could be somewhere in Tokyo, but actually, considering that this is like the main street and considering that there's hardly any people around now, yeah, it's pretty different. So this city has like a population of 300 something thousand. So it's, you know, it's not super tiny, but it's that's like 1% of the Tokyo metropolitan area. So that's quite a different scale. But yeah, I think I will just, because here it just looks very dark and not terribly interesting, and like I said, it's kind of the wrong direction anyway, if I'm heading towards the river. So let me walk down one block and then turn right. Tokyo sky is pitch black already. Yeah, I thought so. It should be. Yes, Hokkaido it is. So for those of you just joining, so I'm in Asashikawa, which is a city in the middle of Hokkaido. Never been here before. We arrived a few hours ago, and this is my first walk around town. No moonlight. Well, there's the moon. Moon is there, certainly. Looking good. Looking kind of dramatic. Also, since I was a little bit worried about the signal in a place like this, I dropped the quality a little bit of the stream. But I think it's, at least from my end, it looks pretty clean anyway. Beer break forecast. No beer break tonight. No, I think I will, because I don't have that much time. So I will focus on walking and exploring. Actually had a beer when we had dinner, just a little while ago. So yeah, I've had my daily beer. What's the temperature? So I did a weather check a while ago, but let's do it again. 27 degrees. 74% humidity. Feels like 30. Yeah, sorry. I know that some of you really do enjoy my beer breaks, but don't think there will be one tonight. Is there a good transportation system here in this city? I don't think so. There's a train station and like one train line that connects this city with a bunch of other cities. I think you can take the train to Sapporo from here as well, but there's no subway or anything like that. And yeah, I think it's mostly like a car-based city. Like everything is just so much bigger than in Tokyo. The streets are so much wider, and like most convenience stores has like a big parking lot. So the scale, you can definitely see that land is way cheaper here. Oh, and let's see, how much is land? This is actually land for sale. So yeah, it is an order of magnitude cheaper than in Tokyo, the land prices. No one should be surprised to hear that, but it's very cheap. How about Gari-Gari-kun break? Okay, Jenny. That we can do. That we can do. Asahikawa in the 90s had lots of population, but now it's shrinking. Yeah, I'm not surprised to hear that. It's basically the case everywhere in Japan, except in Tokyo. And maybe Osaka as well. So, one of these got damaged, and 4 cones are protecting us from all the dangers associated with a broken little concrete thingy. What did you have for dinner? We went to sushi restaurant, but they also had soba. So they had like a set with both sushi and soba. So that's what I had, and my wife had some kind of bento set with some tempura and soba noodles as well, and a little bit of everything. The vibe is so different. Yeah, it is. I mean, people often ask me like, why are there no people around when I do my walks in Tokyo? But then I walk in super quiet residential areas. Now I'm really walking through the city center and there's no people. So quite different. But hey, the colors are nice, aren't they? Are you planning to visit Asashikawa? Asashikawa, that's it, Asashiyama? Ah, that's the name of the mountain, maybe. Asashikawa. Maybe. We are kind of considering it, but it's not like on top of our priority list. Are you looking forward to get back to ärtsoppa and pannkakor? Ärtsoppa has never been anything I particularly enjoy. And pancakes, we can get it here too. So, no, really, Swedish food is nothing I miss. People often ask me, but I think Japanese food is like the best in the world. So I don't really mind. Genghis Khan, it's I've had it before. Someone asked if I've ever been to the south. The south. Could you be a little bit more precise? And I will try to answer. What do you mean by the south? Do you mean like Okinawa, or do you mean like Kyushu or Hiroshima? Or oh, and Beatriz Gomez, I missed first anniversary live. Please have a drink on me today. Thank you, Beatriz. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And before I forget, I want to tell you about this channel's mega supporter. Bit of a wonder. He is awesome because he is really doing a lot to... Oh, look. I don't know if you can see it. I think it's a drunk butterfly. Can you see it? So, bit of a wonder. He is doing a lot to support his channel, and I salute him for that. I also give him this shout out in every video. But really, what he's doing is really helpful to me. And he has a channel. He does walking videos from beautiful places in the US. And I think he just came back from some really spectacular locations that you can watch in glorious 4K resolution on his channel, which is linked in the video description. So yeah, kudos to him. Kudos to Bit of a Wonder. Good. Lisa Lim just subscribed to Bit of a Wonder. Well done. That's very wise of you. Choko-chan. せっかく北海道来たから、全部読めなかった。スーパーチャットありがとうございます。 今ちゃんとそのメッセージを読みます。ガリガリ君よりソフトクリーム食べよう。そうですね、そうですね。もしかして明日なんかラベンダーソフトクリーム食べるチャンスあると思います。それは絶対食べたいです。Yeah, wow, it's just like when, you know, as someone who has lived in Tokyo for so long, and especially now, I haven't left Tokyo in a couple of months, so I got so used to how narrow and tight everything is in Tokyo, and there's never enough space for anything. And then coming to a place like this is really refreshing. Really refreshing to be in a place like this. I just wish it was a few degrees colder so I could feel more like I was somewhere else. Now it's just the same sticky weather as I'm used to. Looks like a ghost city. Yeah. My guess is that this area is not very lively in general. I mean, the main station is down there, but it's also, folks, you have to remember that it's a Sunday night, which is probably the less busiest time of the week. So yeah, that's also contributing to the emptiness. But yeah, this is the area between the main station and the shopping, and I think more residential part of the city is mainly this direction. But I'm not sure really. Like, as I said, I just arrived here a few hours ago. Never been before, so all I'm saying is just based on very brief Google Maps research. But at least you can see there's a bit of people waiting for the bus down here. I guess some people maybe come with train and then they have to change the bus here or something. But yeah, certainly not very lively. I like the wide roads. Yeah, me too. Me too. Wide roads are not something we can take for granted in Tokyo. Seiko Mart. I wonder if this is some local convenience store. I've never seen this before. Never seen this before. I wonder what their beer selection is like.すみません、今日はビール飲む時間がない。ストリームの前はご飯食べながらビール飲んだ。今日そんなに時間もないし、すみません。Have you ever felt unsafe when you walk with a phone in the city? No, not in Japan. But that's also probably only the only place where I would feel safe doing it. So now we're back at the station, and I think I will try to walk through the station. Let's see if we can do that. Or if the station is closed. And our hotel is just down here. A few minutes. Now we're back to where I started today's stream, basically. Shall we? No, it's getting green soon. Yeah, just circled around a little bit. Ne, Rippanaeki. I'm really surprised over how massive this train station is. Like, I mean, this is not a really busy place. There's no Shinkansen trains stopping here or anything like that. So I'm I'm a bit surprised to see that the station building is truly massive. Nani eki? Asashikawa eki. これ JR 旭川駅です。Looks like there's some residential areas down there, I think. Let's see if we can walk through the station building. I think we can. It would be strange if it's closed. The sound is different, is it? No, I don't think so. I think it's the usual sound. How much is the car rent price there? I don't know actually. My wife handled that, so I didn't really take notice. Hokkaido desu. はい、北海道です。今日から4日間北海道にいます。Yeah, like I said, the station is huge. Maybe we can walk inside here. Looks like a nice station though. I haven't been inside yet because we flew here and then we just took an airport bus to the city center. Big station, super quiet. Okay, so here's the train lines you can take from here. It's a little bit different from when you look at the train map in Tokyo. But yeah, you can take the train to Sapporo for 4,690 yen. Not sure how long it takes though. There's like a departure every half an hour. There's some train. What's this place? It's truly a massive station. Like, is this place ever crowded? I wonder. Like this is like bigger than Tokyo Station. At least it feels way bigger. Reflection reveal. Now we're on the opposite side of the station. Yay! So here's a map. Here's a map. We are here. So I was walking down this area here, but now I will check out this park here along this river. So yeah, that's where we'll be heading from now. I can totally see that it's way darker and quieter on this side. Hope it's not going to be too quiet or too dark rather. In that case it's rather pointless. We shall see. We shall see. I think we can walk down here, but yeah, it might be, yeah, it's probably a little bit too dark, right? Let's see if it gets a little bit brighter once we pass this tunnel. So yeah, this is definitely a place that if this was not in Japan, I would not really feel comfortable walking here streaming. It's a little bit too dark. But it's nice. Tunnel. Yeah, let's see if I think the signal should survive this though. But it looked, I checked this place out on a map before, and it looks like there are some new developments here along the river, and maybe it's not done yet. They're building something there. I think I can hear frogs. I don't know if you can hear them, but I can. It's a little bit too dark though. I'm sure this would be great at sunset, but now it's a bit too dark. And of course there's a Starbucks, because Japan. でもすごい. Can you hear? The frogs are certainly having a party tonight. I guess I should have been walking that direction, because then there's a little bit of color in the sky still. This way is just very dark. Never mind, let's walk a little bit further this way. Uh, 4日間ライブわかんない。なんか基本的にはこの街の中にいない。田舎の方は多分電波はあんまり良くないかもしれない。そしたらライブできません。でもそしたら普通のもっと綺麗な映像の動画を撮ると思います。Wow, that guy is really loud. Station over there. It's a pretty nice kind of cityscape. Let me just shoot the photo. Yeah, I'm sure this place is nice in daylight too, but I think sunset would be the best actually. Some dogs are having a party here. The frogs are super loud. The dogs are super quiet. Virtual walk with dogs. It's certainly a nice change of environment from back home. I don't know, maybe if we continue this direction it's just gonna get pitch black. Kind of feels like it. We'll see. I think we got ourselves a nice thumbnail there. Yep, we did. Good. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's not too much action going on this way. It's very dark, it's a big parking. I don't know what this is, maybe a hospital. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's hospital, ambulance only, it says. So yeah, I think I'll have to turn back, and not sure what to do, to be honest. I don't want to walk too far from the hotel. I basically just have like another 20 minutes or so before I should be heading back. So maybe I should have just gotten some ice cream or beer. It would have been nice, a perfect place for a beer break here. But yeah, since I already had a beer. Uh, そうですね、同じホテル、そうですね、子供がいるので、なんか移動はちょっと不便。Take a swim in the river. Not sure if we're allowed to swim, and even if we were, I'm not sure. I didn't pack any swimwear. However, I'm not wearing pink shorts today. Yeah, it would be perfect in either early morning or sunset time. I think I should have started today's stream a little bit earlier, like an hour earlier or so. Then it would have been gorgeous. So let's see what else he's saying. Continuing the question, south to Yakushima Island. He said Yakushima is the most beautiful island in Japan. Yeah, I was in Yakushima. I was in Yakushima in November. It was amazing. But I actually tried to stream while I was there, but signal was too weak, so it didn't work. But basically, yeah, if there would be any signal, it would be in the small cities or towns. But the beautiful part of Yakushima is the gorgeous forests. So yeah, I love the islands in the south of Japan. I really enjoy Okinawa, Amami Oshima as well. But Yakushima was really something else. Now where is Redman's? Glad you could tune in today. So I think I'll head up here and head back to the... the train is coming and it's just one car. So cute. Yeah, it's just one car, but why do they have a massive station like that? It's ridiculous. The station is like 20 times longer than the train. Well, my guess is that there are some trains that are longer than that too, but that looked very comical. What do you do for a living in Japan? Well, first of all, don't write in all caps. It just makes you look bad. That question is answered in the FAQ in the video description. So I recommend that you check out that FAQ. And speaking about that, I think I forgot to pin. Just a second. FAQ and rules in the video description. Please read before using the chat. There we go. Can't believe we're almost 500 people walking the quiet streets of Asahikawa now. That means I should certainly walk a little bit further, right? I can't end the stream this soon. Let's head back to the city center. What's your favorite Japanese food? I like fish a lot. I like sushi and sashimi a lot. I do also like soba quite a lot, especially if it's good, high quality soba made in some random remote little village up in the mountains. That's usually where you find the best soba. What else? Tempura is nice too. But yeah, if I could only pick one thing to eat for the rest of my life, it would probably be sushi or sashimi. What is soba? Soba is buckwheat noodles, so it's a little bit kind of like whole grain noodles, slightly like healthier version of noodles compared to ramen, for example. And usually soba is eaten just with a pretty light dipping sauce that you also pour some freshly cut leek and a little bit of wasabi in. That's my favorite way of having soba, cold in the summer, served like that. Very good. Yeah, the streets are almost comically wide, but to be honest, like, there's tons of massive hotels here around the station, and I think before the pandemic this place was really popular among Asian tourists, especially either for the flowers that we will go and see tomorrow, but also I think there's quite a lot of good skiing ski slopes and ski resorts around here. So it is, like, just judging from the size and the number of hotels, I'm pretty sure that this place is suffering quite hard now with the pandemic. There's also a snow festival here in Asashikawa, really. I know about the Sapporo snow festival, but yeah, wouldn't be surprised if there's one here as well. So there's generally quite a lot of snow in Hokkaido. So that's also a tourist draw for a lot of people, especially since many countries in Southeast Asia don't really have much snow. So yeah. Is there M&M in Japan? Yes, there are. You can find them, I think, in most shops actually. But I don't know. I haven't bought it myself for ages. How cold is cold soba? It depends on where you're getting it, but I think it's it's cold. Like it's like, I think they're rinsed in really cold water. I'm not sure if they use ice. Sometimes we have ice in some noodle dishes, but that's more for like somen and hiyashi chuka. Not sure if we would have ice cold soba. Probably not. Hospital. Yes, it is. Kita Saito Hospital. Soba is rinsed in water with ice cube in it. Oh, really? It is. Okay. There you have it. I did not know. Now I do know. So I guess let's just go to this local convenience store and see if we can find some interesting ice cream. Then I will have that ice cream before I wrap up this stream. Green light here. Yeah, sorry for walking so much in circles today, but I was really a bit at a loss as to where to go, especially since it was so quiet. Kyou no ice creamは何だろうね。まだ決めてない。もしなんか面白いのがあれば買います。最低の場合はガリガリ君。Oh, 500 plus people watching. Welcome to Hokkaido. So yeah, there's been a lot of requests in the last year. People often ask me like, oh, you're gonna stream from Hokkaido? Are you gonna stream from Hokkaido? Now I'm finally streaming from Hokkaido. So that's good. Maybe a quiet Sunday night here is not the most exciting place in Hokkaido, but yeah, hopefully in the coming days I can show more interesting versions of this exotic northern island here in Japan. Let's see what we can find here. Let's check the beer selection while we're at it. Is this beer? I think so. Only Hokkaido. Hokkaido limited edition. And some Belgian amber ale. Huh. Guarana sour. I love this can. But yeah, I'm not gonna drink alcohol now. I'm gonna get ice cream. Is this all the ice cream they have? No, there's some more here. Okay, good. This looks interesting. Cheese flavored ice cream. I've never seen this in Tokyo, so let's get that. All these are like Hokkaido milk and whatnot, but let's try this Hokkaido cheese flavored ice cream. Suikaでお願いします。あ、大丈夫です。ありがとうございます。Okay, so I got Hokkaido cheese flavored ice cream. Let's review this before we wrap things up, shall we? Let's see, where can we sit? In a place like this, it shouldn't be too difficult to find a place to sit down. Maybe I can just sit down here. Reshito no kudasai. Right. Yeah, quite a lot of viewers. Weather report. I already done weather report twice in less than an hour. God damn it. I have to do it one more time. Okay, I will do it one more time. I will do it one more time. 27 degrees. And humidity is 73%. Angry report. Yes, I get mad. I'm furious. I'm furious. So let's, I don't know, where do we want to sit? Yeah, let's just sit here and look at the edge of the station and the traffic and talk about cheese and cheese flavored ice cream, to be more precise. Let's see, is this stable enough? I think it is. So, no beer break today, but Hokkaido cheese ice cream break. For those of you who just joined today's stream, welcome. I'm currently in Hokkaido, in Asashikawa, which is a city of around 300,000 people in the central part of Japan's most northern island. I went here on a little family trip. Me and my wife wanted to escape the heat in Tokyo, but we came here and it was just as hot here as in Tokyo, despite flying pretty much straight in a northern direction for 90 minutes. So this is what Hokkaido flavored cheese ice cream looks like. What does it taste like? Very sweet. I think if it didn't say cheese on the package, I probably wouldn't guess. It tastes more like kind of very creamy, like vanilla. Yeah, a little bit of a disappointment, I have to say. It doesn't taste like cheese to me. It's good though. Very sweet. Sorry, I didn't notice how much it was. It was pretty cheap. 100 something, 110-ish, I think. So for those of you who don't know, Hokkaido is kind of famous for its milk and cheese. It's also famous for potatoes. I'm not sure if rice is grown in Hokkaido at all. It probably is somewhere, but generally I think it's a little bit too far up north. So actually when we did the approach, I can show you that. When we flew in and made the approach for the airport, it kind of looked a bit like Europe to me. Like, let's see. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but this is what the last minutes of the flight looked like, which is not a very typical Japanese landscape, if you ask me. So yeah, here's another one from the airplane window. No, it kind of looks a little bit like flying over Europe once you get to Hokkaido, which is good for someone who is from Europe and very, very homesick, like myself. What do you do for a living? That's also a question that's answered in the FAQ. But I'm a photographer. That's what I do for a living. What else is it? Yeah, we're pretty close to Russia. just like north of Hokkaido, there's some islands which are kind of Russia and Japan are fighting about them. Both are claiming that they belong to their country. So yeah, we're pretty close to Russia. Especially, I think, if you go to the western coast of Hokkaido, there's quite a bit of traffic between Russia and Japan. Did the baby behave well on the plane? Yes. She was a champ. It was her first flight ever and she didn't cry for a second. She was super chill. I'm so proud of her. Ainu country, that's right. This is Ainu country. So Ainu is the indigenous people of Hokkaido. So there is some rice from Hokkaido. Yume pirika rice is from Hokkaido. Okay. See, I didn't know that. Sorry. Oksan to rent a carで移動。そうです。そうです。Yeah, I finished ice. It wasn't bad, but it was still a little bit underwhelming. Where exactly are you? I'm in front of Asahikawa station. How long are you planning to be in Hokkaido? 4 days. We're going back on Thursday. Are you a beer man or will you go to the sake brewing museum? I like both beer and sake. I'm not sure. I've been to a lot of sake breweries and museums and whatnot during my time in Japan, so it's not really on top of my priority list. This trip is more about enjoying the nature and getting a change of environment. So yeah. I don't know if I will be streaming tomorrow. I will shoot video tomorrow, but I'm not sure because tomorrow we will be driving around and I'm not sure if I will have good enough signal to stream while I'm in the countryside. So yeah. If I can, I will, but I'm not sure. Yes, we will take plenty of photos while we are here. But yeah, I think I will actually wrap things up soon. Too bad I have 500 viewers. I would love to show you more, but actually there doesn't seem to be that much around here, and I need to be back at our hotel quite soon anyway because it's gonna be time to put the little one to sleep. But yeah, if I cannot stream, I will. Or even if I can stream, I do plan to shoot a few 4K videos as well from the countryside. So there will be plenty of things to look forward to. But I hope you enjoyed this quick little walk around central Asahikawa on a Sunday night. A very quiet Sunday night. Just wave goodbye in front of this ridiculously large station. So yeah, exactly 1 hour. That's a good length for a sleepy stream like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again soon. Okay, bye bye. Heido. Mata ne. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night. Oyasumi na.